Today we are in the pretty town of Cambridge where there is the famous University of Cambridge. This is a very pretty town, a very young crowd over here, obviously, with a lot of the university students going here. We actually drove here from Green Height. It was almost an hour and a half drive, and then we have parked our car in the parking garage, and then we walked up to this main Trinity Lane to see the University of Cambridge campus. There are these cute little stores throughout the Trinity Lane where you can shop, and also a bunch of cafes and small coffee shops. And then there is obviously the beautiful architecture of the university building. So, our plan today is to explore the entire town of Cambridge on foot, and to see all the different buildings of the University of Cambridge. We're going to, there are narrow lanes. Of course, cars are allowed over here, but we prefer to walk and explore the town. And there's a lot of hustle bustle here, as you can see, and I absolutely love it. Very lively vibes here. And the university, I'm sure, is open because since it's a weekday today, but I don't see anyone going in and out of the campus, so I'm not sure. And we are now off the Trinity Lane, which is the main street of the University of Cambridge. We are now in kind of the narrow lanes of the campus. We will see Queen's College on the right. We're just approaching it, but very very quaint and very beautiful narrow lanes that that you always imagine as part of like the European continent. This is known as the River Cam. This is the main river flowing through the town of Cambridge. There's a lot of punting going on in this river, and we will actually be doing the same in just a couple of hours. So, looking forward to that. And you can see there are some stalls with street food, where if you want to just do like a quick stop to grab some food, you can definitely do that instead of going to a cafe or sitting at a restaurant. And this beautiful street here again has many different stores, mainly clothing, jewelry, and I guess a couple of cafes too. They are different, colors, vibrant colors, so that makes it even more pretty.
Okay, it's nice. अच्छा.
And so it looks like we have a very beautiful church coming right in front of us. That beautiful architecture in the front is a church. And as you can see, there are many people riding their bikes to commute from one place to another around the campus or within the town. You find this in many of the university towns, typically, where the students or people are usually commuting through the bikes, which is great, very environment friendly. And looks like the town has a good frequency of the public transport. Like you can see the bus right in front of us, also. So I guess commute, may be easier around the town through these public buses as well.
Extremely.
Founded in 1754.
I will be only happy if I can.
And we continue on. We are heading towards a restaurant to just grab something to eat and drink. And then we are going to head towards the punting, which again, we are very excited about. So, yeah, here we are approaching this very pretty garden, which we're going to walk past to go to the restaurant, which we have selected close to our punting area. And these boats ahead, they look like houseboats. They do have different
Houseboat.
sizes and different, designs. Like the one in the center is slightly bigger and has this wooden finish, and the one on the left is a much smaller boat, but looks very cozy. It's quite a walk to get to the punting boarding area and the restaurant, but it's quite a scenic walk, of course. And here you can see the houseboat up close. We're finally here at this pub where we'll grab some food and a drink, maybe. It looks like they have several beers on draft, and then also some burgers and some kind of finger foods to choose from. So we wrapped up pretty quickly over here. We just had about 30 minutes before we had to start walking towards the punting boarding area. So we are heading out now. A very cool place, very nice, very relaxed environment. It was also facing, like they had outdoor sitting, and it was also facing the water. This building next to us on the left, you can see, is very nicely decorated with flowers, where we took a couple of pictures, of course, but overall, a very quiet and peaceful place. And here we are. We just got on our boat. We're about 8 people on this boat. It's obviously a shared ride, but very excited to see. It's about a 45-minute boat ride from start to end. He is a great guide, holds a lot of information about this area and the different buildings and the university that we will be crossing. Um, so you can also ask him any questions if you have. But he's very thorough with the information that he's sharing about each of these buildings.
However, they were left to be rather embarrassed because as a result of women being able to study at Magdalen College, in the coming years, the average grade increased by roughly 15%.
1400s में found थे 1800s में women were
Wow.
quite drama के में
આ લોકો અંગ્રેજી નથી ને અદવાઇઝ
This building here, which is completely covered with the English Ivy, I believe is the dormitory for the students going to the university.
Here we're now actually coming up to arguably the most famous bridge on the River Cam. It's called the Bridge of Sighs, and it's one of four Wren Bridge built in 1709 and completed in 1711. It's also nicknamed the Kitchen Bridge. On this bend, we can actually see the front of the Newport. That actually nicknamed the wedding cake due to how symmetrical its shape is. And St John's actually went to great lengths in order to maintain the symmetry of this building. They impose rules such as if you were to open a window, the one on the opposite side or two have to be open. Students would actually be fined for not adhering to these rules, which is quite crazy. In fact, the only element which makes this building slightly asymmetric is we'll be able to see it a little bit clearly over there. It's the eagle on the archway in the middle of the King's College. So here we're now approaching the famous King's College. Definitely the photo of Cambridge you put on postcards, and definitely the poster child of the university in general. It was founded in 1441 by King Henry VI, and originally Henry actually had ambitions of turning it into the wealthiest college in all of Cambridge, sort of what Trinity is today. He did this by putting a lot of his own personal wealth and fortune into the college. However, the War of the Roses broke out 14 years after he founded it in 1455. In order to finance the war, Henry was left with a tough decision to make. He had to withdraw a lot of the investment. Robbery, or robbing these lives. As they're literally robbing you of data. Some may say.
What?
Safe to say the government policies enacted in those days were a little bit weird. I'm not sure how a window tax would have any benefit to society whatsoever, but maybe I need to read into a little bit more economic theory about how windows can be bad for society, but anyway, we move on.
Your sisters?
Friends.
And we have come to the end of our boat ride. We will get off right over there near the dock. And we are discussing, where to go for dinner after this. We ended up choosing Mexican for our dinner tonight. Time to head back. With our full stomachs, we are now walking towards the parking garage where we have parked our car. Everything seems to have shut down. It's about 10 p.m. on Wednesday, and everything, pretty much seems to have already shut down. All of these stores around us. And as we come to the end of the day, I want to share that anyone coming to the UK must definitely visit the town of Cambridge, a very vibrant and beautiful town, and definitely should experience the punting because it was again a very different experience, and learned a lot about the college. And I just wanted to show that at this hour of the day, only Tesco Express is the one store that is open on this entire street. And this concludes our London series. I fly back home tomorrow. So, those who are planning to visit the UK, please do visit the areas we shared in our vlogs.